All right, guys. This is Armchair Arm Bars, and this is my first video. It's just kind of a diary of anything, of just me ranting on UFC stuff that I think of. So I think first thing we're gonna go over the White House card. This is a good freaking card. I don't care what people are saying about it not being McGregor versus Jesus himself, and then John Jones versus the Holy Spirit, or John Jones versus his wife. I mean, we don't look at this. Look at this here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. I mean, McGregor would have been cool. Pereira versus Jones. I mean, it'd be better as a fight, but it doesn't really make any sense for the division because John Jones is off. He's hitting pregnant women with his car or something. We don't know what he's doing right now. It's certainly not training. I mean, you saw that video of him with his hip. He was playing flag football or something. The dude looked like a cripple. I mean, he was not in fighting shape, let's say. But I'm gonna go through these here fights, talk about what I think, how I think it'll go, and we'll see what y'all think. Because I've heard some interesting takes about this. So first we got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. I was kind of surprised about this. I would have thought Diego Lopez. I don't know who'd he fight, but I would not have expected Steve Garcia. 'Cause he's kind of coming. He's on a good little streak. I know he's had a few main events, I think, and he's been killing it. I mean David Onama, Calvin Cater. Is no one crazy? I guess Costa. That's a pretty good win, especially with the Shea Super. That's a good win. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't realize. I didn't realize he was quite like that. I mean, call me a casual. Call me what? But I mean, Calvin Cater by decision. I I guess if Max can't finish him, you know, whatever. But this dude's a good finisher, very entertaining guy, and everything I've seen. Yeah. Who the fuck is Meat? We got Misha Tate. Misha Tate, what are you doing in the damn men's division? But oh, this dude's on a good little streak right now. I wouldn't have put him against Lopez, but I mean, if you're putting on a card that's supposed to be all entertainment, all action, you can't do any better than Steve Garcia and Diego Lopez. So I mean, personally, I would have put Diego Lopez against Volk again. I'm telling you, third time's the charm. We have to give Diego Lopez unlimited title shots. I mean, that's the only way. It's the only way forward. I mean, everyone was complaining about the second one. I think Diego Lopez deserves three more title shots. And I mean, Diego Lopez, the dude's. I mean, he's a blockhead. He's the king blockhead right now in the UFC. With the downfall of Vittori, Diego Lopez is taking up the mantle of number one blockhead in combat sports. You got to think the dude cannot be finished. He has the footwork of a hippo. You heard Volk talk about their fight. He said Lopez. He basically called Lopez retarded without calling Lopez retarded. He said the dude is a bum and cannot move for his life. But for his lack of skill, he makes it up with good power. Dropped Volk in each of their fights. Yeah, dropped him in both fights, but ultimately the dude is. I mean, he's like a Mexican Brazilian Yuri in that sort. I mean, Yuri's more, I would say, more athletic and more skillful, and Yuri's also in a worse division, being in a heavier division. But it's a tough. Honestly, this is a tough one. It's a tough one. Steve Garcia versus Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez has a bit of plot armor, I think, and just being a big blockhead against, a pretty powerful guy in Steve Garcia. He has a lot of finishes. Um, I mean, close fights like this, and you also got to think what the UFC is doing. Is the UFC trying to put down Diego Lopez like a sick dog? Like, we gave you your Dana White privilege. We gave you your two title shots. Time to give an American the win. But for this one, I'm gonna go with Diego Lopez. I think, losing to Volk twice is gonna fire him up. He Honestly, I didn't think he looked that good against John Silva. Everyone was hyping up his performance. I didn't think he looked that good. But we're going to give him the nod in this fight if I had to predict it. But it's going to be a banger either way. Next fight, we have Bo Nickel and Kyle Dawkins. I mean, what really needs to be said about this fight? Bo Nickel's going to win. You know, there's not much to it. Kyle Dawkins, he's a polar bear in Arlington in this fight. We know Dana loves Bo Nickel. He's trying to push Bo Nickel. We knew he was going to be on the White House card. You know, no matter what, no matter who you thought was going to be on the White House card, Bo Nickel was going to be there. You knew he was going to, better off fighting Colby or fighting someone relevant. But I mean, Kyle Dawkins, he's not bad, but also, if they didn't think Bo Nickel would win this fight, they would not put him on this card. They want to give him his time to shine on the one of the biggest stages in the sport's history. I mean, casuals like myself, I'm a huge casual. I'm proud of it. I hate boring grappling, and I don't care. But you got to think Bo Nickel's going to win. There's nothing much to it. And then after that, another pretty random fight, Rufy versus Chandler. We were expecting Connor versus Chandler. I think we all expected Chandler on this card in some capacity. The guy, he loves Trump. He loves being an American. Dana loves him, I think. So, I mean, he got off brand Brazilian McGregor. And I don't think he wanted that because he's going to die. Mauricio Rufy is going to kill Michael Chandler on the White House lawn in front of millions of people. Michael Chandler is going to die in front of millions of people. This is not funny, folks. This is serious business. Michael Chandler is going to lose his life. His black babies are going to be in the crowd crying because Mauricio Rufy is going to kill him in front of the crowd. I do not see a world where Michael Chandler wins this fight because he's going to be full spaz mode. He's not going to shoot a single takedown. He's just going to be swanging and banging out there. And that's not going to work against someone who controls distance as well as Rufy. I mean, he moves in and out quickly. He's Brazilian McGregor. I mean, what can I say about him that hasn't been said about McGregor? Dude is just Brazilian McGregor. Um, that being said, I think this is good for Rufy. The dude has a lot of superstar potential. I think if they can make him speak English a little better, uh, get him to, show a little more energy, on the mic, and Michael Chandler will carry that a bit in the build up, because he's obviously very, very well media trained. He's very good at that. And he's already a name that a lot of people know. I would say some casuals know. A lot of wrestling fans know him. Like NCAA wrestling know him from his time at Mizzou. The dude was a lot of fun there. And I mean, but yeah, Michael Chandler, your time is up. It's been a good run, buddy, but I think, they're going to put you down here. And this is going to be, they're going to use Mauricio Rufy. They're going to promote him to the stars after this. Because, I mean, after the BSD fight, which I predicted BSD would win, I have no proof of this, obviously, because this is my first video. I have no proof of this. But I will say I knew BSD was going to win that. And I think after that, you got to think Rufy worked on his wrestling. You got to think he's trying to be a little more well rounded. And any shenanigan, if Michael Chandler, for whatever reason, he has never done it in his entire career, decides to actually wrestle and fight to his strengths, I think Rufy will be a little more well prepared for that. But this is gonna be a good knockout for Rufy. Michael Chandler's gonna die, and it's another American dead on the White House lawn, I guess. But whatever. On to the next one. This is what, this is another fight. Sean O'Malley, this is an absolute layup for the guy. I mean, what is Ariel Helwani's identical brother gonna do to Sean O'Malley here? I mean, there's nothing he can do. You gonna hold O'Malley against the fence and knee his thigh for all the rounds? No, you're not gonna do that. I mean, we know Dana loves Sean O'Malley. He got a free title shot against Marab. That was it did not end well. I called Marab by finish on that one. Again, I don't have any proof for this, but I did call that. Everyone said no, you're crazy. It would never happen, but I called that. But anyway, O'Malley is another fight. He's gonna beat the shit out of Zahavi. Trump was like, Dana, I need you to kill a Canadian. They've been talking bad about us from hockey. They've been talking bad about us in trades. I need you to get Canadian out there. And Trump was actually at 299, so he probably knows who Sean O'Malley is if he remembers it. But we don't know. He's kind of old. I don't know if he actually likes the fights or if he just does it for the optics. But he was there at 299, so he saw Sean O'Malley in his masterclass against Cheeto. So, yeah, I think Trump will be happy about this, seeing a Canadian probably get brutalized. A lot of these fights are really not even close. But I guess the UFC, if you get a fight on such a big stage, you kind of want it to be more in your control. So whatever. But Sahavi, this is the biggest fight of your life. You're leading the rankings after this. Sorry, kid. Sean O'Malley's gonna beat the shit out of you. But yeah, good fight for O'Malley though. Good bounce back. He's definitely gonna get the title fight after Marab. I don't know if he's gonna sit out or if they're gonna make him fight Sandhagen or Umnar. But either way, I think he beats Sandhagen. That's gonna be a main event, so he beats Sandhagen relatively easy. Maybe like a 49-46 type thing. I don't think he'd finish him, but that'll be an interesting fight. Umnar would be a little closer, but it's not the point for now. We'll cross that bridge when we cross it. O'Malley's gonna kill Zahavi, and we'll see if he gets his revenge against Jan afterwards, because Jan definitely won that fight. And then on to, I think, the most interesting fight on this whole card by a significant margin. This is the one fight where I don't think it is really clear, and the stakes are very high for the UFC because Pereira versus Gane. Pereira going for triple champ. You say an interim doesn't count. We'll say he's going for 2.5 belts. We'll say he's going for half a belt. But Pereira versus Gane is going to be that's going to be crazy. A lot of people are saying Gane's too big, too fast, but I mean, if you're saying Gane is too big, frankly, you're stupid and don't know ball because Pereira is going to be like 230, 240. Gane, I don't know what he fights at, but even if he's 265, maybe he's 265, 20 pounds when you're that big is not like that bad. There are probably bigger proportional weight gaps in other like Islam. The dude is not 290, 190 on fight night. The guy's fighting people that are probably 160, 170. I mean, that's a much bigger proportional weight gap than 20 pounds at 265. Surreal. I mean, this is a good matchup for Alex. I think he's going to win this. I think he's going to finish Surreal Gane because this is the best possible heavyweight he can probably fight. I mean, Gane's got pillow fists. When was the last time Gane got a finish against a good fighter? Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, lost that fight against Volkov. Sergey Spivak, that doesn't count. The dude is a blob. John Jones got finished very easily. Tai Tui Blasa, he almost lost that one. I mean, and Tai is ass. I mean, the dude has not finished anyone good ever. He's never finished anyone good in his whole career. JDS in the Big 2020, who the hell cares? I mean, he's got pillow fists at heavyweight. We know Alex, they call him Hands of Stone. He has Hands of Stone. He will put anyone's lights out. And you got to think his power is going to be even scarier at heavyweight. I mean, and lighter man skill, obviously, this is a former middleweight going against a true heavyweight. Gon has never fought this level of kickboxing in his whole career. Alex, on the other hand, has fought the best kickboxers in the world in Glory. He fought Adesanya. I mean, this guy is used to this kind of skill. And Gon, he can't wrestle. Honestly, Alex could probably wrestle him if he wanted to. That's how bad Gon is. Gon has the crafty eye pokes, but they said these fights are not sanctioned because they're on federal land. So Alex actually could probably wear goggles if he wanted to block Gon's eye pokes. But this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be, I think, fight of the night. This is going to be crazy. Alex, I think, is going to put his lights out. I don't think Gon will have any answers to the leg kicks, to the lighter man's skill, to Alex's just overall fight IQ. And Alex, if he wins this, there's an argument. If he wins this, there's an argument he's the GOAT. I mean, winning titles in three weight classes. If he beats Aspinall, he is undeniably the GOAT three division champion. I think Islam's probably the GOAT right now, or is one win away from being the GOAT for sure. But yeah, Alex is top 10. But if he wins a belt in three divisions, you got to give it to him. I mean, no one's ever done that before. It's crazy. But he's got to get through Gon and Aspinall first. And I think he beats Gon. Aspinall's going to be tough, but we're going to give Alex the nod here. And the final fight, or should I say final execution, is Ili Upturo Topturo versus Rufus Justin Gaethje. Gaethje, your time is up, big dog. Um, I don't know what to say, man, but he's gonna die. I mean, this is just like the Michael Chandler fight. This is not gonna be close, guys. And Taporia, he's from Georgia, so yeah, it's American adjacent because it shares the name of the state. So it's American adjacent against a true American Justin Gaethje. We'll see. We'll see if Gaethje can pull something out of his ass, but I mean, Taporia is going to execute him live at the White House. It's not going to be close. There's not really much to say here. First round knockout. Taporia is going to take his head off, dude. It's going to be crazy to watch. Oh my god. But Taporia, we'll see if he ever gets that fight against Islam. But in this case, he's got Gaethje. He's got Big Rufus in front of him. Yeah, that's going to be a sanctioned execution. But whatever. Overall, I think this is a great card. I don't know, some people had unrealistic expectations about it. The Bo Nickel versus Dawkins fight is a real, and even the Lopez versus Garcia, like that's a great fight, but there's not really any name value there. But I mean, overall, it's about what I expected. I would have liked for McGregor to fight on this card. I think that would have really elevated it to the level that people were expecting. Obviously, you're never going to please everyone with it. The Pereira versus Gon fight's awesome. Taporia, we knew that one was going to be on there. I wish there would have been a few more competitive matchups. O'Malley versus Sandhagen would have been probably better, but America's we gotta kind of flex on the other countries on our turf. We're gonna stick a low skill Canadian out there and flatline him in front of everyone. I mean, sure we have we got Dawkins and Chandler definitely getting flatlines. Gaethje, like three Americans definitely getting flatlined at the White House, but that's okay. That's okay. But overall, I like these fights. I'm definitely be looking into the fan experience they have there, the free 85,000 tickets they're giving out. I'll be looking into that, and maybe I'll do a vlog or something about it. That would be fun. But overall, I think it's gonna be interesting. So I'll see you.